Watch today's video until the end, because there is information at the end that not everyone knows. And subscribe to the channel now to get such videos regularly. On Charles Bronson, Anthony Quinn finally speaks out. Anthony Quinn was born Manuel Antonio Rodulfo Quinn Wajaka on Chihuahua, Mexico, April 21, 1915. Anthony Quinn exemplified resilience and reinvention throughout his life. Quinn, born to a Mexican father of Irish origin and a Mexican mother, faced early challenges. During his childhood, his family moved to Los Angeles, where poverty affected his development. Quinn pursued manual jobs like boxing and construction to support his family. Experiences shaped the sincerity and harshness of his on-screen roles. An important turning point in Quinn's life was his interest in art and architecture. He was inspired to pursue acting by Frank Lloyd Wright, a renowned architect, who recognized his expressive force and unique personality. This advice led Quinn to become one of Hollywood's most enduring stars. Quinn began acting in the 1930s, typically playing lesser or stereotypical ethnic roles due to Hollywood's restrictions. Despite challenges, he persevered to improve his skill and overcome stereotypes. His breakthrough was in the early 1950s when his performances showed emotional subtlety and depth that could not be ignored. In Viva Zapata 1952, he achieved his early success by portraying Eufemio Zapata, the fiery brother of rebel Emiliano Zapata. The part earned Quinn his first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, making him the first Mexican-born Oscar winner. He won a second Oscar for his depiction of painter Paul Gauguin in the 1956 film Lust for Life. His achievements established him as a talented actor with extraordinary emotional depth. Anthony Quinn became famous for his classic role as Alexis Zorba in Zorba the Greek, 1964. Quinn's role embodied his flamboyant, philosophical, passionate, and ferociously alive personality. His performance garnered him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor and introduced him to new audiences worldwide. A character, Zorba was more. He symbolized joy, resilience, and the heroic human spirit. These qualities characterized Quinn's life outlook. Over his career, Quinn has appeared in over 150 films across genres and languages. He played historical and theological personalities including Jesus Christ in Lustrada, Barabbas in Barabbas 1961, and Ada Abui in Lawrence of Arabia 1962. Among his most notable roles, Quinn gave sophisticated and dignified performances to characters that may have been reduced to clichés. Through his portrayal of strength and tenderness, his portrayals resonated with audiences across countries. In addition to performing, Anthony Quinn excelled at painting, sculpture, and writing. He presented his works in galleries worldwide, showcasing his appreciation for beauty, shape, and cultural expression. Quinn embraced creation across mediums and attacked painting with the same zeal and bravery as his acting profession. His writing, especially memoirs, revealed his ongoing exploration of identity, purpose, and success. Anthony Quinn's personal life reflected his complex and impassioned portrayal of major characters on television. His marriages and relationships spanned decades, demonstrating his strong family commitment and restless, impetuous temperament. Anthony Quinn married actress Catherine Deal in 1937, establishing him within Hollywood elite. Catherine was the adopted daughter of Selby Deal, a prominent person in the film industry at the time. After struggling with poverty and rejection after arriving from Mexico, Quinn saw marriage as a source of emotional stability and career opportunity. Through the Deal family, Quinn acquired access to key networks, advancing his early career. However, he remained focused on his own success rather than relying on family connections. While married for many years, Anthony and Catherine had 5 children and maintained the image of a stable Hollywood family. Catherine dedicated herself to providing a secure home and supporting Quinn as his career progressed from minor roles to huge dramas. However, Quinn's personal issues, temper, and unquenchable desire for life strained the marriage. Increasing fame led to a reputation for adultery. Later in life, he admitted to being disloyal, driven by impulse, ego, and a need for constant emotional and physical stimulation. Repeated betrayals caused significant anguish and weakened trust between him and Catherine. In 1965, their marriage ended in divorce after nearly 30 years of shared prosperity and anger, ending a complex chapter in his life. Anthony Quinn married younger Italian costume designer Yolanda Adalori in 1966, a year after his first divorce. Quinn's connection with Yolanda provided a European sensibility and artistic temperament, sparking passion and emotional regeneration. After having 3 children, Quinn appeared to focus on developing a new family while juggling jobs in Hollywood and Europe. While Quinn pursued acting, painting, writing, and touring, Yolanda managed domestic affairs and took an active role in his career. Despite initial stability, Quinn's infidelity badly impacted this marriage. During his marriage to Yolanda, he had a long-term relationship with Fredel Dunbar, with whom he had 2 children. The connection took place alongside his marriage and became public, producing emotional and legal issues. In addition to his affair, Quinn was said to have had intimate relationships with famous actresses such as Carole Lombard, Rita Hayworth, Ingrid Bergman, and Maureen O'Hara. His brief or extended romances shaped his reputation as a charismatic but flawed love character, praised for his passion but blamed for the misery he caused. The marriage between Anthony Quinn and Yolanda Adalori had deteriorated beyond repair by the 1990s, following over 30 years together. The ultimate breakup occurred when Quinn had an affair with his secretary, Catherine Benvin, resulting in 2 more children. After years of infidelity and public shame, his marriage to Yolanda ended in 1997 due to emotional pressure. The divorce was acrimonious and public, resulting from years of unresolved dispute. After his second marriage ended, Anthony Quinn married Catherine Benvin, formalizing a relationship that had already severely impacted his personal life. Despite his advanced age, Quinn remained active in family life, reclaiming fatherhood and showing pride in his children. This last marriage was both consistent and contradictory. It represented his longing for friendship and family, while highlighting his long-standing love habits. Anthony Quinn has been questioned about his illustrious colleagues for decades. However, he remained hesitant when discussing Charles Bronson. The 2 performers were known for their physical strength and portrayal of danger on cinema. Quinn then spoke frankly about Bronson, indicating his reverence for the formidable figure behind the image. Quinn admitted Bronson's cinematic character was frequently misinterpreted. Charles was perceived as a strong, unbreakable wall, according to Quinn. That was just his armor for the world. The man beneath had battled his way up from nothing. Quinn, who experienced poverty, found a similar connection with Bronson. Both guys grew up experiencing hunger, struggle, and continual survival strain. Quinn believed they shared a same background that influenced Bronson. Intense presence on screen. Reflecting. Quinn refuted the idea that Bronson's acting technique was limited or one-dimensional. Quinn explained that Charles was concise. Every movement and stillness has significance. That requires discipline. That requires intellect. Quinn liked Bronson's ability to command a scene without using spectacular gestures or speeches, focusing on a quiet, simmering passion that captivated audiences. Quinn discussed Bronson's reputation as a challenging and sometimes unapproachable character in Hollywood. Quinn acknowledged that he was guarded for good reason. Coming from our background, trust is not simply earned. According to Quinn, Bronson's toughness was driven by self-preservation rather than ego. Having realized early that vulnerability may be exploited, he applied this lesson to his profession. Although they shared similarities, Quinn identified significant distinctions. Charles was more solitary than me, Quinn added. I lived on commotion, people, and noise. Charles favored distance. He needed quiet. Quinn did not view this as arrogance. He viewed it as Bronson's attempt to preserve control in an industry that often reshaped actors to fit safer, more marketable roles. Quinn's recognition of Bronson's legacy was particularly noteworthy. He remarked that Charles became a symbol of the working man who refuses to be broken, not merely of violence or revenge. According to Quinn, viewers worldwide bonded with Bronson because to his authenticity. A person who appeared to have experienced the hardships his characters faced. Quinn clarified that his statements were meant to humanize Bronson, not mythologize him. He wasn't perfect, Quinn said. None of us were, but he was honest in his strength, and that honesty is rare. In his farewell homage, Anthony Quinn expressed gratitude for a fellow survivor who made an unforgettable stamp on cinema, based on shared experience, mutual understanding, and appreciation. In his later years, Anthony Quinn sought sanctuary in Bristol, Rhode Island, a coastal town with a peaceful beauty, following decades of intense creativity and performance in Hollywood. In his final year, he enjoyed quiet, introspection, and the expansive view of Narragansett Bay, far from sound stages and spotlights. Quinn died in Boston on June 3, 2001, at 86, due to respiratory failure caused by radiation treatment for lung cancer. His death ended an incredible life spanning continents, civilizations, and eras of cinema, leaving a legacy unmatched by other actors. The revelation disappointed fans worldwide who had grown to know him as a powerful, passionate, and human presence on and off screen. The funeral for Quinn was placed in the First Baptist Church in America, located on College Hill in Providence, Rhode Island. This place is full with history and gentle dignity. A fitting spot to memorialize a man whose life narrative resembled mythology, characterized by hardship, success, and unwavering dedication to art. The family, friends, and admirers of the artist gathered to honor his career, which brought memorable characters to life and pushed the frontiers of leadership. Finally, Quinn's widow asked permission from Bristol to bury him in his beloved backyard, rather than a formal cemetery. The couple bought the home in 1995 due to its tranquility and stunning bay outlook. Quinn found belonging and contentment near an old maple tree that had long watched over the area. The authorities granted the request, honoring the family's desires and the actor's strong attachment to the location.